Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a get ready with me on this makeup look. This is a basic everyday look for me when I want to be just a little bit extra to go to work. There's no lashes, so please stay tuned. This video is a little long, but well worth it. I'll list all of the products that I use down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. It's Short Miss Tiff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.
Jesus answered, to you it has been granted to know the mystery
The Ulta Eye Crayon and Little White Lies as a eyeshadow base.
For whoever has, to him more shall be given. And he will have an abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has shall be taken away.
In the background, I'm listening to Dr. Tony Evans. That's my morning motivation so I can get in, you know, a little Jesus before I have to go to work and deal with heathens.
In that case, the prophecy of Isaiah is being fulfilled, which says, you will keep on hearing, but you will not understand. You will keep on seeing, but you will not perceive. For the heart of this people has become dull. With their ears they scarcely hear, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise they would see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and return, and I would heal them. They come broken, they come bruised, they come hurt, they come struggling, and they don't get healed. They don't get better.
Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, taking the color Sherbet and using that as a transition color.
They come with their eyes, but refuse to see. They come with their hearts, but refuse to perceive. It is because of the state in which they come that keeps me from fixing what is wrong, even though they show up. Some of us have been showing up in church for years. We've been going to church since we were made to go as kids, since we started to go as adults, and nothing's changing. The Word of God is not working. The sermons aren't fixing anything. They just are good inspirational moments where I feel good. And well, it gets even worse than that, because he says, he that hears will get.
Now for my brow bone highlight, I'm using the color Buttery, also from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. Also, before I started this video, I had already did my eyebrows, and for that I do use the Inglot eyebrow gel or the brow gel liner in number 20.
That which you have can be taken away.
Dr. Evans will be back in a moment to talk about how to prevent that from happening by stimulating your spiritual appetite. First, though, you can do just about anything if you have the right tools. Well, if there are some areas...
Coffee break. Yes, it is early in the morning and I must have my coffee.
The spiritual toolkit. This 10-message collection focuses on finding your purpose as a child of God and living it out successfully. And for a few more days, it's yours as our thank you gift when you help us keep Tony's teaching on this station with a contribution.
Now I'm using this rose water that I'm using is like Fix Plus to wet my brush for my eyeshadow. I did pick that up from TJ Maxx. It was $7.99 for the rose water. I have it in coconut also. The coconut was only $5.99. The green eyeshadow I'm using on my eyes is Dirty Martini. I believe it's from Morphe.
A little later. Right now, though, here's Dr. Evans with more of our message.
You ever go to a restaurant and order a sampler platter? Just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's for sampling. Or maybe you order an appetizer. Now, it's supposed to work like this. The appetizer is supposed to set you up
Now for my crease, I'm using Steel Blue by Coastal Scents and Dark Green Olive, also by Coastal Scents. I wanted to use something other than black.
God was the appetizer. The disciples said, we want the entree. What does all this mean? What do I do with what you just taught? How am I supposed to orient myself in light of what you just said? In other words, they were not satisfied with the
I hope you all are enjoying this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up this video if you've enjoyed it. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I usually post pictures daily of different makeup looks I've done.
love the appetizer. The disciples wanted a meal. They said, no. We ain't finished preaching. You didn't preach. You finished preaching. You finished telling the story. You finished laying it out now. Now, explain this to me.
Now I'm just going back in with that transition shade that I used, sherbet, to kind of blend that in together.
Churches today are filled with people by the myriads who are showing up for the appetizer.
Please excuse the look of my makeup palette. It is quite filthy, of course, from other makeup. I definitely need to clean it off at some point.
Jesus says to you, it has been granted to get in on the secrets.
Yes, girl. More coffee. That donut shop is the bomb.
Now, the mystery of the kingdom is not first and foremost salvation. Yeah, you enter the kingdom through salvation. But that's not what he's talking about. He says to you, disciples, it's been granted the mystery. The mysteries are for those followers of Jesus Christ who are not satisfied to be part of the religious crowd.
The eyeliner that I'm using is the Inglot Gel Liner in number 77. It is the blackest eyeliner I have ever used, and it is by far the best. It will not come off until you take it off. I love it. Ever since I've started using it, I don't use anything else. I can even put it on my waterline and it will not come off. It stays. By far the best I've ever tried. Also, a good way to purchase this, they do have Inglot on Camera Ready Cosmetics website, but you can also purchase it from Macy's online, and when you use Macy's, you can use Ebates for your purchases so you can get cash back. And if you all haven't noticed that this week for like Mother's Day, that certain stores are doing double cash back on Ebates. So I will post the link below if you're not already a member of Ebates to sign up, because it is definitely one of the best things I've done, because you do get money back and they pay out quarterly. And I have gotten a couple of checks from them, so that little extra pocket change does come in handy.
Stay with me. When you get the word of God, the acorn, not the oak. Now, the oak is in the acorn. But all God gives you when he gives you his word is the seed. He gives you the acorn. In order for an acorn to become an oak, the seed must...
Let me know if you all listen to Dr. Tony Evans. He has an app, and I do really enjoy listening to that in the morning. It's really helpful. I haven't had the pleasure of ever visiting his church because I'm from Oklahoma and I'm currently living in Tennessee.
But the seed is not the full-grown expression of the word. Even though all the ingredients of what it's ever going to be is in it. When a female egg is fertilized, conception occurs. Life has now happened. But if that fertilized egg doesn't land right, if it does not get embedded in the womb properly,
Here I am just lining my lower lash line and waterline. Like I said, this liner does stay on all day. I won't be wearing any lashes. I normally don't wear lashes on a regular basis because I don't want to be bothered with putting them on. And I'm normally running just a bit late in the morning, so just mascara for me.
with the seed that it just received, it's not free to express all that it was designed to become. Because the soil isn't cooperating
Now I'm taking my Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. It is in the color number 71. I'm not using a primer. I don't use a primer every day when I do my foundation. And as you can see, I just squirted it on my face. And before I even do my foundation, since I have super oily skin, before I start the whole makeup process, I do spray my face with the NYX Matte Finish Finny Matte setting spray. So I spray that before I get started and afterwards, and that has really been helping me. And for the brush I'm using, as you can see, I've had it a while. The paint on it isn't even there anymore, which doesn't matter to me because it still works great.
The day you were converted, your spirit got saved. According to 1 Peter 1, by the seed of the word of God, your spirit was saved. Your soul is...
Now it may seem that the foundation is kind of tad light, and I'm okay with that because by the time I contour my face and add back a little bit of warmth and even start to get a little bit oily, it does oxidize just a tad for me, so it's just perfect for me by the time I get to work.
You and I were born with a damaged soul. And we were born with a dead spirit. Our body was alive, our soul was damaged, and our spirit was dead. Okay, that's what happened when you were born. What distorts our soul are a number of things. Sin. In fact, we're born in sin. Then the sins we commit mess us up. Then the folks we hang around with mess us up more. You know, the environment we may be in, maybe the effect of the media, or all kinds of things create this squiggliness of the soul. And we spend most of our time trying to fix our own souls. It's hard for something that's already broke to fix itself. So what we settle for is soul management, not soul transformation. Let me just keep my soul under wraps. The soul is damaged, and the body is listening to the soul. So when the soul that's messed up tells the body what to do, the body's going to go left because the soul is messed up.
Now I'm taking my Makeup Forever Duo Matte Powder in the color 216. It is a mattifying powder, so I just go ahead and set my face with that.
It's for the spirit to enter into the soul and the soul to re-instruct the body. So if the body's going to do different, it's because the soul is talking different. And the soul's going to talk different because it's now being influenced by a seed that's growing. Receive the word that's been implanted in you. It's already there if you're a believer. Because James says, I'm talking to believers, my beloved brethren. He says, my beloved brethren. In fact, he says before that, he says, be quick to hear, slow to speak, and then slow to anger. Be quick to hear.
Now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in number 25 Medium to highlight my face. As you can see, I do your typical areas. Under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, chin, Cupid's bow, and just a dab on my forehead. Not much on the forehead since I already have a ginormous forehead.
And he'll come back to do that in just a moment. First, though, if you'd like to have an audio or video copy of today's message to hear again or pass along to a friend, just check for details on the title, The Secret of the Seed. And the name of our current series is The Spiritual Toolkit. Don't forget that if you contact us right away, we'll send
Now
you
I'm
this
taking my
powerful
go-to
series
mascara, which is the Maybelline Colossal Volume. This used to be my favorite, but the formula has changed, so it doesn't do what it used to do at one point in time. Now, I'll let that concealer sit there for a minute so it can kind of start to set a little bit. Since it's just a tad thin, I like it better. It's easier to kind of work with and get better coverage if I let it sit for just a second before I start blending it out.
And a tiny cup of grape juice. To some people, that's all there is to communion. But Dr. Evans says finding the richness in the ritual starts with understanding what it means and taking it more seriously. He'll help us do that tomorrow. Right now, though, he's back with this final thought to wrap up our program for today.
It says in Hebrews 4 verse 12, for the word of God is living and active, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing into the division of soul and spirit, of both joints and marrow, is able able to judge the thoughts and intents of the heart. There is no creature hidden from his sight, but all is open and laid bare in the eyes of him with whom we have to do. The word of God, he says, is alive, is energized. Like a seed, it's alive. You don't see the tree, the fruit, the plant, the watermelon. You don't see any of that, but it's in there.
And as you can see, it takes a bit to blend this concealer out. I know blending is the longest part, but I hate it. For whatever reason, it seems like it takes me forever to blend out my under eye concealer. I can blend out my foundation way faster than I can blend out my under eye concealer. It just seems to take forever, and I'm always in a rush in the morning, so I don't always highlight in the mornings, but my makeup looks so much better when I highlight, so I try to make sure that I do that. I just hate the blending. I probably need to try another concealer. I know a lot of people have been going crazy about the Shape Tape. Let me know if you've used it and how you like it. I mean, I could, you know, put on a little less concealer, but I think it looks better when I use the amount that I've used today. Just the whole blending and blending and blending. And more blending and blending and blending. We continue to blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Do you ever just get tired of blending at some point and you just say, forget it, and whatever it looks like, that's what it looks like? Some days I feel like that. I didn't quite do that today. I made sure I went ahead and blended it as best I could because I was actually on time today. So there, I'm kind of checking it out, making sure I like how it looks. But of course, more blending, more blending, more blending. And excuse my nails, they're absolutely horrible. I need to do those this week as soon as I get some time because they're looking quite awful. But it looks like I'm getting kind of close to being happy with that. Now, what I use to set my under eye, I do use the Graftobian Banana Cream Pie. So that's what I've been using since I have such a huge jar of it. I'm out of my Ben Nye banana powder. The Ben Nye is kind of slightly drying on my under eye. So I probably need to try something else. I just kind of feel like, why should I buy something else since I have such a huge container of the Graftobian? But I'm kind of ready to try something else. I just don't want it to dry out my under eye though. And I know a lot of people like to do baking for their under eye. I don't really do that. I just kind of press it in and go. It is what it is. It seems like when I would bake before, it just kind of settles into my fine lines under my eyes. So I don't do that. I just press it in and go. Now to contour my face, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carob, one of their contour colors. I don't have the kit for it. I just buy the individual refills since that's the only color that I use.
So important that in Genesis 27, Esau was begging for it. He says at the end of verse 30,
I almost feel like my lighting isn't quite doing it justice on how rich this color is that I'm using for the contour. It is a nice deep color, and if you're heavy-handed, it will definitely show up heavy. So you have to kind of be careful with that color.
bless me, even me, oh my father. So Esau lifted up his voice and he wept. To not be blessed would make a grown man cry. What was this blessing? In summary, it was experiencing and enjoying and extending the covenantal promises of God for your life. It was experiencing, enjoying.
You should definitely use a much smaller brush than what I'm using to contour the nose to make sure it's not overdone or too much. I tend to always kind of slightly overdo it. And as you can see, I'm just going in and blending that out just a tad.
It was an umbrella that no matter what rain showers were around them, they were undercover. Look at chapter 25. I want you to understand the blessing. Verse 31. But Jacob said, verse 30, Esau said to Jacob, please let me have a swallow of that red stuff, for I am famished. Jacob said, first, sell me your birthright. Now, that's a lot to ask for.
Now I'm taking a NARS blush in Taj Mahal. I absolutely love NARS blushes. They are super pigmented. They're definitely pricey, but they are well worth it. It is so pretty. As you can see, it's a nice soft orange color with some shimmer.
So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and a lentil of stew, and he ate and drank and rose up and went on his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. What was your birthright? The oldest son got a double inheritance of everything that the father left behind. He got a double inheritance. Jacob said, sell me your
And as you can see, I'm just kind of patting it in on my cheeks and swiping it back. That gives me the best color payoff. And as you can see, the look is starting to come together.
But what Esau forgot is that when you give up your birthright, you give up your blessings. See, to say, I don't want the will, is to say, I don't want the stuff in the will, and the blessings are in the will. The blessings had to do with what the Father was passing forward. What was in this blessing? Here it is, verse 28 and 29. Now may God give you of the dew of heaven and of the fatness of the earth.
Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder. This is in Crown of my Canopy, and oh my god, when I very first used this, I was just shocked and in love, because these things are only $4.68 and they are soft. This doesn't have big chunks of glitter. I absolutely love these, and it was the best $5 I have spent, let me tell you. As you can see, you can already start to see my glow coming together.
You will leave with a special future. A blessing meant a special God-designed, custom-designed future. He says to Jacob,
I probably should have wet my brush just a little bit so I could have gotten the extra effect that I was going for my glow. It wasn't beaming. You can see it, but it's not quite beaming, which, you know, I really don't need to be beaming for work, but, you know, we all kind of like that extra glow. Now, so I can have just a tad bit more, I take the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, and I use that in Riviera, and I just go over that to even give me a little bit more. I've noticed you get a better glow if you mix two different highlighters together. It just looks so much prettier, and you can just really set it off. Now I'm lining my lips with MAC lip liner in Vino. I'm out of my chestnut, so this has been my kind of everyday lip liner for quite a while. I really need to go and buy my chestnut because that goes with everything. But I've been using Vino. It is a pretty color. And then the color that I'm going to use on my lips today, I'll be using Rooch from Colourpop. This look probably would have looked just a tad better if I had did a neutral color, but when it's early in the morning, you halfway awake, you just kind of throw it together and make it do what it do.
There is no grass for the livestock to eat so that the cows can give milk. If heaven does not visit earth, earth can't show up with anything. A lot of us wonder why everything on earth is not working out, because we've not.
Now I'm taking the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray to set my face. I do fan it a little bit because it seems like it takes it just a second to dry.
Here's what you're going to find. You're going to find a land flowing with milk and honey. That means highly productive. You're going to find when you get to your future, you're going to find I've already gone ahead
But that completes my look.
There are some sinners in there.
Thanks for watching.